stuck in the ringer. Oh my god, this episode from SpongeBob SquarePants sucks. Here are 8 reasons why. 1. This is yet another SpongeBob torture episode. 2. As usual for seasons 6-8. Patrick is extremely out of character as he thinks it would help by permanently trapping SpongeBob inside his ringer with his forever glue, is oblivious to the fact that it made things worse for his own best friend, even psychologically, physically. Thanks to him, SpongeBob has a hell of a day, no pun intended. He gets thrown out of the Krusty Krab because of the ringer. After this, Patrick takes SpongeBob to get ice cream, but since the ringer blocks his esophagus, he can't digest the ice cream. But it only gets worse from here. Patrick then takes SpongeBob to the carnival. While he has lots of fun, SpongeBob continues to suffer, as he gets a black eye flung off a ride. Patrick either is oblivious for his stupidity or doesn't seem to care about all the suffering his best friend is going through. 3. There is a very disturbing, off-putting but funny scene, depending on your view, in the kitchen at the Krusty Krab where SpongeBob accidentally shoots mustard onto Squidward's eyes, literally melting them as a result before both of them fall out from his face, then onto an incomplete Krabby Patty. 4. The middle part is very boring, where Patrick takes SpongeBob to do everything fun, but meanwhile, SpongeBob gets injured repetitively. 5. The infamously infuriating scene where SpongeBob loses his temper, snaps at Patrick for his actions. Then Patrick attempts to play it off by saying, "Okay, if that's how you feel, I won't help you anymore," runs away crying, only for SpongeBob to be called out by the townsfolk, who tell him that he deserved what he's gotten, which he didn't, as SpongeBob is the one who had been suffering throughout this episode, even visibly. They did not know the full story, you say? At the time SpongeBob snaps at Patrick, calls him out for his actions. The townspeople were clearly witnessing, overhearing the argument. SpongeBob was visibly suffering, physically, emotionally, at the moment. Are the bikini-bottom townspeople this unlikable? Not to mention the fact some of them could have seen him getting injured throughout the day at all the carnival rides Patrick took him on. It seemed that the townsfolk either took on Patrick's side because he claimed he was only trying to help, or because they thought SpongeBob was a bit harsh to Patrick. They feel sorry for him because Patrick got upset, meaning Patrick made SpongeBob look like the bad guy in a way. There was also another scene where Patrick tried to stay angry at SpongeBob for finally standing up to him. It was his own fault, so he shouldn't blame SpongeBob since he went through an unfortunate set of circumstances in this episode. It even shows that Patrick can't take criticism, or because he still claims he tried to help SpongeBob in the first place, that Patrick can't take responsibilities for his actions. The worst part was that the townsfolk get off scot-free for shaming SpongeBob, making them caramel howdnies. 6. The entire setup for this episode is contrived, as it consists of SpongeBob slipping on a bar of soap he dropped onto the floor. Rockets around his bathroom get stuck in his ringer, only for Patrick to permanently trap SpongeBob inside the ringer with his forever glue. 7. Bad ending. In the end, SpongeBob gets stuck in the ringer again, but this time with Patrick. The latter asks if he should get the glue, implying that he has never learned his lesson. And 8. No one except SpongeBob is likable in this episode, and that's how the episode is. Anyways, screw stuck in the ringer, and screw SpongeBob, you're fired. Tea at the Tree Dome is way better than stuck in the ringer. End of rant.